Hello fashion lovers, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be teaching you on how to cut and sew this batwing top with a styling line at the end of this top. If this is what you would love to learn, let's get right into it. Now this is the inspo and I'm going to be showing you the modified creation I made. So as you can see, I folded my fabric into two. As you can see, I folded it first as though you want to cut out your flay. You know that folding we do. You want to cut out a flay. Fold it first to meet up with the length. Then I bring them together like this. Okay. So I'll be cutting for both the back and the front of this top. Alright. Now it's a style, it's a top that has a styling and an hem of the gown. So we're not going to be using the actual top length. We're going to be going down below more, like 10 inches more. All right, so the actual top length for this top is 27. All right, so we'll be using like 35, 34. Okay, so I'm going to mark in my top length like this. Go ahead and mark your top length. You might choose not to use the 34 I'm using. You can use like 30, 29. All right, depending on your top length. So go ahead and cut out. And when I'm done cutting out, I'm going to be flipping to the other side like this. Now I'm going to be marking my neck width. My neck width for this particular top, I'm using 4 inch. Now from that, my neck center front, I'm marking my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then from that shoulder measurement, I'm going to be marking my sleeve measurement, like my sleeve length. Sorry, my sleeve length for this particular tutorial, I'm going to be using 15. You can as well exhaust everything, all right, depending on what you want or what your clients want. So the entire of this is now 25. That is shoulder to sleeve. All right, so I'll be going down by 1.5 inch for my neck length. All right, then I've already got my square. Then I'll go ahead and get a slight curve. Now that is my round neck. Now I'm going from that shoulder to sleeve where I marked my 25. I'm going to come down by 1 inch, and I'll connect that 1 inch to meet up with the neck line. All right. If you've been following my channel for a while, this is something that you see almost every time on my channel. All right. So next, I will be I'll be flipping it to the other end now to mark my top length, and I'm going to mark it in the form of a flay. All right, so I'm marking out 35. So go ahead and mark out actual your actual top length. All right, I'm done marking out, and I'm going to be cutting out like this. Okay, so the sleeve length I'm going to be using, this is 30. So I'll be using that 30 first, then thereafter I'll be shaping it back again to meet up with my initial 25 or 24. I hope you understand. But if it's going to confuse you, you can go ahead and use your 24. Just blend it in. All right. So I'm going to be extending the line like this. Okay. So I'm going to be cutting out that shoulder area because I want to join. I like the effects when it's being joined than when it's not joined at all. All right, so this is the back side of the cloth. I'm just trying to mark out. So I'm going to be taking out a piece that is the front. I want to cut out the front neckline, like I want to alter the neckline of the front. Now as you can see, you can as well go from here. Now go ahead now and cut out your actual sleeve length, but I just went ahead to notch. Okay, so it just tells me that that is the area I want my sleeve to stop. All right, okay, now next I'm going to mark out my neckline for the front. I'm using 4 inches like this. So I'm going to be connecting with my ruler like this. So I'm creating a square so that I can go ahead now and get my round neckline. So this is for my front pattern. If you notice, I've removed the back pattern of this dress. All right, so I'm going to just blend in round neck to get my neckline like this. So I'll go ahead now and cut out. Okay, so we are almost done with this. So opening it, this is what it looks like. So you can go ahead and turn your neckline with a bias or with a facing, anyone you want to do. So I'm going to cut out that sleeve area and blend it in to meet up with the other top length that I did. Okay, so this is it. But if you don't want to cut out, you can leave it like that. All right, so I'll place it on my back and shaping the sides. All right, so it to be equal. As you can see, I brought up my back pattern. Remember that place I'm going to be cutting out. So I'm going to go ahead now and sew the shoulder by or with half an inch. Sew the other side with half an inch. All right. And when I'm done, I'm going to be turning with bias first. So you can turn after sewing your shoulder, after joining your shoulder. You can also decide to turn separately before joining your shoulder. So I'm doing it separately, and this is what it looks like. So the front side or the right side of the dress facing the right side, and I'm going to be joining my shoulder like this. All right, go ahead and join your shoulders, and remember to cut out when you're done. So I'm going ahead now to pin my top. All right, I'm shaping the sleeves. So next now I want to shape my top. So I will be going down from my shoulder to my bust measurement. I'm just going to be marking a straight line. I come to the other side and do the same thing, shoulder to my bust measurement. All right, then I'm just creating a straight line there. Then this line I've already ironed, which is the center of this dress. I'm going to go ahead and fold it. Make sure it's the center so that when you're shaping the cloth, it will not be going to one side. Make sure it's the center of the dress. Okay, so I'll put my tape and divide my measurement by 2. Okay, mark on one side and mark on the other side. So now if you're dividing measurement by 2, for instance, your bust is 44. So what you're going to be marking on one end is 11 and 11 on the other end. So 44 divided by 2 is about 22. So what I'm going to be doing on one end, I'm going to be putting 11 and putting 11 on the other end. So when you open it, it's 22. So for the back and the front, it's now 44. I hope you got that. The same thing you do for the waist. All right. So I'm trying to verify if this works for me, and it worked very well. So I'll go ahead now and sew on the lines I've dropped or I have drafted out. Okay. So now if you notice, this top has a sharp edge, right? That sharp edge. So I'm just marking out where I want that sharp edge to start from or go up to. So I came down from my shoulder by, I came down by 28, right? So from the sleeve area, I'm going to be drawing a curve. So you can, at this point, bring out your style inspo and look at the way it is being cut, all right? So I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting it right. So for my sleeve opening, I'm using same thing as my bust, shoulder to bust. Okay, so if your shoulder to bust is 12, your sleeve opening you can make it 12. So from that area, I'm just going to draw a style line like this. I drew the first one, I was not satisfied. I'm going to go ahead and draw the second one to feel very okay. All right, so when I go to that point, um I'm going to be join another style line straight from there to meet up with the already shaped front, okay, where my waist is going to be shaped. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Now I'm trying to verify where the top length is supposed to top 27, right? So the curve, the style line that I curve should meet up with that 27. All right. If you watch the inspo, you'll know that this is the style line that they followed. So you just draw it like that. Follow the way I styled mine, and style yours like that. Right. Okay. So this is it. I went down by 13. The same thing with this part. Okay, I don't want one part to be longer than the other part. So that's where my line is going to stop. So I came up by 1 inch so that I'm not going to be cutting close to what I have shaped already. All right, so I mark the same thing on the other side. All right, so I'm going to be lifting up. I'm going to be cutting them together. When I get to that point, that sharp edge, I will lift it up and cut for only the front. So follow closely. I'm cutting for the both the back and the front at this point. All right, so I'm lifting it up now. Just follow closely. I'll get to this point and I'll lift it up and do my cutting. Okay, follow me closely. Okay, I've gotten to that sharp edge that I want. I'm going to be lifting it up, just the front. Okay, and I'm going to cut out exactly what I need. Now if you're not satisfied with this styling line, you can go ahead and do a little bit of adjustment to what you want that fits or suits what you want clearly. All right, so I think when I checked, I really wanted it to be sharp a little, so I still went ahead to adjust. Right, it was off camera, so I'm going ahead now to readjust the back pattern because the person does not want it to be very long. So I'm just going to adjust it in a way that it gets to that 27 inches as the top length. All right, so go ahead and weave the hem of this top. All right, you can as well add a belt on the waist area to give it that fitted flattened waist. Just add your twist, your design to it to make it look nice. So if this is your first time of seeing my video, like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. You can't afford to miss the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.